Good morning, dear Christian friends out there in the social media world. This is Sunday morning in Canada, the 10th of March. I want to thank God this morning that He can wake us up. And sometimes we forget. I forgot the daytime changing light time, the daylight changing, and I had an interfering in my sleep pattern. 1 hour short. So, but it's all good. I stopped by this morning to speak about laughter, and the more interesting story surrounding laughter come from the book of Genesis. The whole story you find in the book of Genesis 25. And I also want to thank God for those who come here on my page on YouTube as we fight for our country and expose things that we have done against our own country in Liberia, and people come here with all kind of insult, calling of names. Yeah. Only God knows who the fake pastors are, because God knows the hearts and minds of everyone. I will not stop exposing and talking for Liberia, because the young children, all of them came in the information age with know nothing. Their dependence is on Facebook and Google and every other thing, even though they don't even know how to use it. But I pray to God this morning to create laughter in the minds of every Liberian, every Canadian, all the homeless people, all the widows, and those who are going through persecution. Everything. I come so that we can talk about laughter. Laughter is very important for our life. That's the reason why Satan uses it against us. That the time we should spend laughing and be happy because God has given us life. Satan tried to turn it around because he had put himself in a place that he knows more than God, because all his plan is to disturb God's people. So I come here this morning to talk about laughter. And this morning I didn't think about anybody else besides Sarah, the wife of Abraham, very aged wife of Abraham. As the story goes, during the time of Abraham, Sarah was the most beautiful woman in the world at the time. And we all know the story when God asked him to leave Sodom and Gomorrah, and the interaction with the king. The king almost lost his life because he fell in love with Sarah, and Abraham had to deny Sarah temporarily. And then later on, out of the love for Abraham, God sent the angels to the king, and the king knew that something was wrong after he had taken Sarah unto himself. But he did not touch her because the Holy Spirit did not allow it. And when he realized that, he got so mad with Abraham. Why didn't you tell me your wife? But so in that, I just want to tell men like myself, when you see a beautiful woman dressed and looking nice, there's so many things that surround that beautiful woman. When a woman is born and grow to maturity after 18 years old, in some culture, they already married or they're in loving relationship. So Anytime you see a beautiful woman, you can admire her without sin. So, anyway, that's just a little, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's go back to Abraham. So Abraham lived with Sarah with a deep, one of the best love story ever existed, the beginning of the world between Abraham and Sarah. And then God was on the other side protecting that love, because God knew that Abraham was honest. So it came a time that Sarah began to worry because she had not had a child for Abraham yet. And during the time, the culture was very peculiar about relationship and married women. And you married to a man, after a certain time you're not pregnant. You know, they had a lot of superstition mixed up with spirituality at the time. Oh, she barren. When barren means a sin. You know, curse on your family. All this kind of things, that's how people taught. But God was keeping Sarah for a specific time in order to be able to talk to us, so that we can be, this morning I can be talking about laughter. That's what the Sarah and Abraham story all about. Even though there was a lot of pain that came afterwards. So Sarah was 90 years old and she had not had a child. And during that time, up to that time, you can imagine the gossip that was going on against Abraham's home, against all his other friends and high priests, all of them married, they have children. Then Sarah was worried because she loved her husband Abraham. But this morning we're talking about laughter. And Sarah came to mind. And then God revealed to her through the angel that she will be having a child. But then, before then, out of love and the tradition at the time, she had married another young girl called Hagar for Abraham to have children by her, because she was 90 years old. And it has passed the time of any woman getting pregnant, having a child. So God sent the angel to tell her that she's going to have a son for Abraham. And then Sarah began to laugh. God, you are my husband's best friend. And he loves you. We all love you. You are Yahweh. We believe in you. For this one, God, I don't know how to think about it. Me, Sarah, will have a son from my husband at this age. She began to laugh. But some laughter, sometimes you doubt them. You doubt some of the laughter. But sometimes it's intended for joy. So I come by this morning to tell you that whenever you see you living among people and they're bullying you, they're going after you, there's something you got they don't have. Something you got they don't have. So they want you to be unhappy. So they bully you. That's where the history of bullying is coming from. So I stopped by this morning that laughter is a medicine to the souls of man. Laughter is a medicine to the souls of man. So I stopped by this morning to tell you something that seemed difficult, but not difficult, because for Sarah, she laughed because she had given up on having a child for Abraham because of the age disparity. 90 years old. The angels is telling me, God is telling me that I will have a son. Even though they believe in God at the time. But sometimes we forget the mystery and And the blessing that God's bring to us, even at the time when we're asleep. And then Hagar had a child, and she began to bully Sarah. Even though it was Sarah that brought her in the home to have the child for her husband. But then Hagar turned to bullying Sarah. And then Sarah was emotional. And then God promised her that she's going to have a son. And then she began to laugh about it. But laughter this morning, laughter is a medicine to the soul. So, God turned Sarah laughter into joy. So I stopped by this morning that anybody who try to provide discomfort for you, for your life, those are disciples of Lucifer. People who provide discomfort for the lives of people. I'm not talking about you being an evil person in the community, in the country, and people going after you because of your evil, and you think that's not what we're talking about this morning. You can't be an evil person and create laughter in the life of other people. The only thing evil people do is that they create pain in the life of people. They take away your laughter. So be mindful of evil person. The only thing you got to offer an evil person is prayers. Sometimes it's very difficult, but offer that prayer, because God's looking for us, in us, to do things that are very difficult. Because those things that are difficult for us is what make God happy. So I've stopped by this morning to tell you, laughter or laughing is a medicine to the soul. But Sarah did not realize that, because she was looking at her age. But God was looking at His grace, His mercy, and His power to do the impossible possible. So I stopped by this morning for us to talk about laughter and bringing Sarah, the wife of Abraham, the aged wife of Abraham, home to her weeping and worrying about having a son, because that time prostitution, the punishment for prostitution was stoning to death. You remember the wretched men that took that lady in the story of Luke with Jesus. Those same men were prostituting with that woman, that they were all customer to her, and they decided maybe one of them wanted her to keep her unto himself, influence his friends to go and stone her to death. But unfortunately for them, Jesus appeared. They're just contributing to this laughter story this morning. But Jesus created laughter in the life of that prostitute, because He was right there to rescue her. So when people taking away your laughter and putting pain in you and making you discomfort and creating discomfort for you, look unto God. Look unto the hill. Where cometh your help? That come from our Lord, who have made the heavens and the earth, that intend for us to laugh and be happy. But there are people that create unhappiness for people. Sarah laughed because she was 90 years old and it was impossible. She had passed triple menopause. But God is a medicine to menopause. God is the medicine to menopause. So anytime people bully you and laugh at you, return to them laughter too. When they laugh at you, laugh at them. Because your laugh, that you laughing, will create joy for you. And then those that bully you, it will create pain for them. You know, you see how it's gonna flip-flop? In a community and society where people don't realize that you're coming from a different nomenclature of the word. Just how colors change based on geographical location, that's how languages change according to geographical location. You can even learn English in Africa and speak it to the best, but yet and still, those who own ownership to English will still see that there's a little difference there, but it does not call for laughter. If not, it does not call for looking down on someone, because behind the brain of the language the person speak, or the way how the person speak, behind that brain, deposits of hope and aspiration for our community, for our world, for the world that's surrounding us. By the end of the day, God fulfilled his promise to Sarah. She had interaction with the angels and everything. But then she laughed. What, 90 years old? Today, when you're 90 years old, keep laughing. When you're 10 years old, keep laughing, because laughter is a medicine to the soul of mankind. But Sarah didn't know that she was taking a dose of happiness, because she felt that it was impossible for her to have child at that age. But God can create laughter in your heart, in your home, in your life, at any time he wants to. Because God is the conduit of laughter, and Satan is the conduit of sadness and pain in the souls of God's people. Those of you who tune in this morning and listening to me, I want you to share this video. You're not sharing it to promote Isaac Yoyo. You're sharing it to promote the word of God that's come through me. So share it. People think, oh, I will not share. There's some people that on social media have done everything to promote them, to recognize the good in them, but they got not just a hello. But yet and still, they post themselves and their photos on my page. That when I talk about the brain of the Liberian brain, it's a brain that we got to pray for. Because why wouldn't somebody so hospitable to me socially, but you cannot return that, because you sit now, you create your spirit like you have become the czar of the world. Sarah didn't go around saying, oh, because God had done this, to go around bullying other women like what Hagar did in the home. And out of that laughter issue came Isaac. And then out of Isaac come two permanent relations of the world that are look ahead today. Those two relations is Islam and Christianity. And I pray that one day those two religions will come together and know that they come from the same home. They come out of love. Islam came out of love. Christianity came out of love. So that love, we all should fight hard to bring that love in the hearts of the people of Islam and the people of the Christians, so that there will be peace. It's not God's intention for us to take bomb and bomb each other. It's not God's intention for us to provoke war on each other. No. They got some people, you declare war on them, they use the little strength they have to fight back. But God is the best one who create laughter into our lives. And our permanent, what you call our main aims today, I want you to learn from this message, is that always create laughter in your life, laughter in the life of your family, laughter in the life of your community member, laughter in the life of your church member. No church supposed to create sadness in the heart of its members. Rather, we in the community, we should not create sadness in the heart of others. I want to thank you this morning. I want you to take this message this morning. Laughter, like Sarah laughed because she wasn't sure that 90 years old can bear. But she forgot that Yahweh was the head of the home that she lived in. But I didn't blame her. She was looking at the birth issue and the age disparity that she had to have a child at 90 years old. But God never counted against her because God knew that she was going to laugh. Because that's what God intended, to put laughter in the life of Sarah so that people will not bully her. So if you are being bullied in any state, whether in America, in Africa, whatsoever you find yourself, anytime someone bullies you, just laugh. It came to my mind this morning that anytime from today, anytime anybody bully me, I will laugh. Because you know what happened? Sometimes you get furious and get mad because Satan intended for you to get sad, to be sad and be in conflict with people. That's why he brings those kind of antisocial people to bully you. Sarah did not bring Hagar in the house to bully her. But she brought Hagar in the house so that they can share the house and share on one man. Because she was younger to have a child for him, because she couldn't have she was old. But because of her attitude, God put laughter in the life of Sarah. So I'm telling you today, especially us Liberians, we got to challenge a war crime court. All of the perpetrators now, they are coming on social media to come and justify why we cannot have war crime court in Liberia, because they indirectly threatening us. The rest of the people, those that kill Liberian people, the rest of people who left over. And God trying to put laughter in our heart. These evil people that come and we said them. We were living with her. Who don't know come us during our day at time when it comes to the political heavers in Liberia? Commonly we say Barker Matthew, Eva Sawyer. These are the names that we heard. And then they begin to conscientize the children. They all professor at University of Liberia, conscientize the children to go against the American Liberian. That was the politics they preached. And they never knew that politics will destroy our country today. Then we're going to have people who were taking the country money and the children who they used in the war suffering in the street. Now we're talking about war crime, but I am telling the God that I know will allow the international community to listen to people of heart, that they will come in if it means to bring in force, to bring peace to Liberia. You know what God had to do for peace to come to Israel? And so many countries, the great United States that everybody depending on today, you know what kind of war they had to fight to be peaceful today? Great Britain, all of these people, they was superpower at the time. They colonized America. Everybody America had to fight. And after fighting, they became great, the greatest nation. So, Liberia, our crisis, we should look at it in a way that after that crisis, Liberia will become great. God bless you, those of you who on this morning. Yeah, Chris, may God bless you. Let us share the video. This morning, we're talking about laughter. ask God to put laughter in your heart today. And those of you going to listen to the video after, that from today, there will be laughter. When they bully you, laugh. When they talk evil about you, laugh. When they try to pluck your life out of you, laugh. When they try to deceive you, laugh. When they try to undermine you, laugh. Because God, laughter comes from God that intend to make us happy against our enemy. God bless you and have a blessed day. Share this video. Bye.